Really?
And I just felt dirty.
We are here at GenCon 2019 with Matt Smith and Scott Van Essen. What are your official titles?
Well, sure. On this project, I am a designer and the creative lead for Transformers TCG.
And on this project, I am also a designer, not cool enough to be a creative lead. I also, in my main job, I'm the lead designer for Duel Masters, which is our Japanese kids trading card game.
And I want to thank you both for playing a game with me.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you very much for
We're
coming out.
happy to play a game with you.
You want to flip 1 or 3?
I'll take 1.
Right. I will choose to go first.
Okay.
I will ask you questions at the end of my turn. That way, I should do it. I'll ask you questions at the end of your turn.
Okay.
That way, while I'm doing my thing, you could talk to them, and then I'll.
Sounds good. I'll show this brainstorm that I got.
And why did you get that so easily?
Out of this Captain Wheeljack. Before the game begins. I designed this cycle, and I was really proud of them because I loved the thematic element of having the same characters on each of the battle cards.
I will draw. I will play nothing. I will flip nothing. I will send Aimless into Wheeljack.
I'll
Attack
block.
is 3.
Would you have an
For
extra
2.
gold?
He does. He just doesn't want it.
Thank God he's here.
All right, I'll take 1.
I will throw away handheld for extra padding.
Yeah.
I'll start with you, Scott.
All right.
Who's your favorite Transformer?
Card or character?
Character. Universe.
I am very particular to Metroplex. When I was a kid, my brother and I got Metroplex as a shared present, which is always a little bit rough, but we were the first in our sort of like friends group to have that, so that was a little something special, and that's always stuck with me. You will appreciate this. My first exposure to Transformers was in the real world, not on a commercial, was when my best friend in 3rd grade snuck his Starscream into school in his backpack when he was not allowed to, and said at recess, he was like, "Come over here, I got Starscream. More than meets the eye."
I love that Starscream, the G1 Starscream.
Oh, it's great.
Zip.
Draw. Matt, your favorite Transformer?
My favorite Transformer is Soundwave, bar none. I think I have a really early memory when I was a kid, and my uncle had Soundwave, and I remember just playing with some of the mini cassettes, and I was just like, this. I don't know what about it, but this is just so cool to me. I couldn't figure it out. It was just really great.
All that in the swoop?
Okay, so we've got
4, 5, 6, 7. Here 7.
Yep.
I will throw away a cloak for a pattern.
Terrible.
Scott, from a design perspective, are you allowed to say anything about cards like Press the Advantage or Callous Leadership, and what determines what gets a green pin?
There are a number of aspects of why we want something to have a green battle icon. One thing are things that have sort of a more narrow application, where we want you to be able to run just 1 or 2 of them in your deck, and we want you to be able to have access to it when you need it, but not have to flood your deck with that effect. We also use it for similarly like very toolboxy cards, where you want to have just say like maybe 8 different singletons that allow you to sort of answer specific game situations. The other thing is where you have a card like an Enigma that is critical to your functionality. You want people to be able to have access to that with something of a guarantee. The other thing is that it is another power level nudge we can put on a card if we want something to be a little more or a little less. We have some ideas, and I can't really talk about the specifics of this, but we might say, well, this card is worth
7 Pierce 1.
This battle icon is worth 3/4 of this battle icon, or things like that. And we sort of use that to be like, what if we take this away and add this, or what if we and that's part of that's part of our thoughts. And it's not exactly linear. Like there are combinations that are more powerful than other ones. For example, an orange-black combination is less powerful than a black-blue combination.
Right. Oh, someone's going to hit this turn.
I'll take them both. Leap. So right now he's got +6. He's at 11. I will resolve this and draw a card. I'll multi-mission gear here, which will allow me to brainstorm. +1. Equipment enthusiast. Draw 1. And disarm these.
I thought we were having a nice game.
14, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14. So attack there. For 16.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
Ryan will be very happy about
Oh my
that.
god, that was so bad. That was so bad. And he still has like a sort of healthy hand.
Swoop there. 4?
2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Matt, what is your favorite deck to play?
My favorite deck is... It's very interesting. I think it's probably... I have a 4-wide blue car deck I really enjoy playing.
4-wide blue car?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. I'm gonna go into swoop.
Okay.
Fierce cards?
There's Pierce in there. You gotta Pierce a little bit. But it's not... It's more built to pump than Pierce, yeah. What you're saying. Oh, what happened to my multi-mission card?
5 Pierce 4.
Alright, dead.
He had a family.
A whole Dinobot family.
One question I've always had for Scott: was there ever a counterpart to Prime Battlefield Legend? Like when you attack and you flip an upgrade, can you play the upgrade? So I didn't see that counterpart to Prime BL. Was that too much, or you guys never even attempted that?
I'm not sure if we should talk about that. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I don't know if we would.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay.
Let's just say, on that note, we do believe that Megatron Living Weapon is more powerful than what he's being represented as.
Yes.
There are decks that we think are rather good with him, and he was mostly meant to represent or be used in either you could do some sort of chaotic, I accelerated out a bunch of weapons,
Right.
but mainly it was supposed to be a slower blue deck that built up and then just started KOing things.
We
Your
liked.
2020 booster draft is about to begin.
GenCon, folks.
Nicholas Piquet and Daryl Westerland, please report to the lead play area panel.
I will say that we did want to embrace the sort of weapon versus action parallelism, but we didn't want to be exactly duplicated.
We do know that they're not even.
Yeah.
We just think that it's a little closer than people.
Yeah, we
have
do think
taken.
it's closer than people think, and I think it also is dependent on
Yes.
where the metagame is. I think
Oh, right.
Megatron Living Weapon gets stronger in a different metagame than where we've ended up. But I also think that to answer
nice.
I can't answer your
4,
the
5,
question
6, 7, 8, 9.
to this level, which is to say, we felt it was more important to have
9 Pierce
a
6.
different feel, like just take the parallelism of a weapon versus action, of upgrade versus action, without being like an exact mirror. We felt like an exact mirror is less interesting. We certainly can and will do that sort of ability in the future. We may or may not have cards like that already in files. But as we talked about with Triptychon versus Metroplex, we want there to be enough parallelism that you recognize the common DNA, but not so much that they play almost exactly the same way.
Can I piggyback off of that? Your question?
Yeah.
So do you guys think there are decks out there that people haven't discovered that are like really good?
That was my next question.
Was it?
It's fine. It's fine.
It was like the same type question.
I think it is I think it's going to be a given in a metagame like that we have with the size of the audience that we currently have. There's absolutely decks that people haven't discovered. There's a few decks that we think are better than people in the world have. We
11.
write a fine line between how much we want
10,
to.
9, 8, 7, 6.
We don't want to put our finger on the scales too much. We want to allow people to develop the metagame on their own. Because sometimes we'll be wrong, but if we're right, we want you to have the surprise of
grenade
discovery,
launcher?
the excitement of that, and we want for the person who cracks the code first to have the time to I did it, I found it, it's
6,
me,
7, 8,
I'm
9,
running the
10.
dance. All y'all can name your deck after me.
Awesome.
Untap.
For both of you, favorite Transformer that you guys designed?
I have a soft spot for Blue Streak.
Yeah.
What's that face?
I mean, he loves that guy. I loved when he made him. I was like, this guy's awesome. Let's see.
He's such a risky card to play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying, I guess it was on Thursday or whatever, you really like that. Blue Streak's the one where you flip a orange.
White
yeah,
orange.
that you like that kind of mechanic, right?
Right, yes. I mean, I like him for a number of reasons. I like that you are incentivized to play a mixed deck.
Yep.
I like that he's incredibly powerful when he hits, but you got to put yourself out there. You got to risk it, and so you can you feel like a god until oh god, you feel like an ant.
It's really close. In set 1, it probably Thundercracker. He's really fun. In set 3, it might be this guy. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I really like a lot of them. So it's really hard for me to narrow it down.
Exactly. I was going to say the same thing. I like all my kids the same.
All right,
Also, there's
you got me.
Nicholas
I'm gonna let you get
and
one.
Daryl Westerland.
Let me kill one of
This
these.
is your final call before 2020 booster draft.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm gonna play that.
Report to the lead play area ban.
there's also this
right.
sort of continuous spectrum when you say what's a card that I designed, right? There are a very small number of cards. It's I made this
7.
card and it just is
2,
we call
3,
it a
4, 5, 6,
brain
7, 8.
defect.
All right.
Whereas I made it and it's in the set and then
I should have just flipped.
Most of the time, almost all the time, there's oh, well, this part was my idea, but then he fixed this problem, and then we did this other thing, and we actually, we ended up taking the front half from this guy and the back half from this guy and stapling them together, and there's so much that reads good on paper, but then when you play, you're like, oh, this is miserable. We got to kill that. So
That's very true. That it's very collaborative. People come up with ideas. Though I think this guy went almost unchanged. So
Nice.
Pure 6.
all right, I'm dead.
I won't bore you guys.
You want
with
to try
that
again?
Okay. Maybe I will.
I'm not sure if you got enough questions in there.
I'm still going. I was trying not to say too many questions.
Well, I wouldn't mind trying again simply because I didn't play any cards on my first 2 turns.
Understood. For both of you, favorite part of the job?
honestly, it's going to sound like I'm sucking up, but getting to interact with the fans. We appreciate all the work that you guys do to build your community, all the excitement that you have for the game. I just feed off of it, right? Like, you get excited, it gets me excited.
Yeah, getting to interact with fans is definitely. But I will say it's kind of tied for me with just interacting with some of my coworkers, like people like Scott, like being able to actually bounce ideas off of people that can provide, good feedback and have great ideas of their own that you can consider. It just really lets your brain engage it's one of those things that we do on a daily basis, so it affects my life a lot as a result.
Going through the 2nd through 12th, working with incredibly talented people, both in my specific discipline and people who are incredibly good at something that I have no idea what I'm doing. I really appreciate that.
All right,
Getting
I'll
to play
go first
games
this time.
all day. I actually don't
If we're fine with that.
get to play games all day. I get to play far less than people think, but I'm getting paid to make a game.
Right.
Getting to make people excited, getting to see something that you made as a card is just so exciting. I was just the first day. I was walking by some tables and looking at it, I'm like, man, that's beautiful. And I made it. Me and the bajillion other people around me made it. It's like, I had a hand in that. That's a 4 because I said it needs to be a 4, right? It's like, this, green battle icons. I was a large part of making those happen. Right? Just all these different things. Again, it's all a collaborative process, but you can see your creation in a lot of different spaces. So that's
4 Pierce 4.
Plus, we get a ton of free food at work, and that's great too.
The perks.
That's true. I love eating the food. We get at work.
I don't know if this is a question for you, Matt, or you, Scott. Who determines who gets to make which cards? Do you guys volunteer? Are you guys forced to do it?
So it's not really, doesn't really happen that way. Every now and then there are products that somebody higher than us kind of designates the people to do.
So when we have, so Ken Nagel's our design lead, and he's sort of in charge of a set and making sure it all comes together on the big sets. On the smaller products, then we have usually one of the others of us in charge of that. So for example, I was in charge of the second, the Wave 2 starter set. He was in charge of Blaster vs. Soundwave and a couple of other ones. And so, that person still has other people working with them, but they're in charge of making sure that as a whole, a product is cohesive and is designed. When we are designing cards, most of the time it's let's get some good ideas, put something in file, see if you like it, play with it, we tweak it. So there's one person who has the final responsibility for making sure everything's good and deciding what's in and what's out. But everybody's contributing, and we have a lot of different ways that we do it. Sometimes we just put something in the file. We have a team chat that we'll talk in and say oh, what if we did something like this? And we sort of rip off and go back and forth. Sometimes we're just sitting in a meeting and throwing ideas around. Sometimes we'll say all right, here's a character that we don't really have a card for. Let's make something for this character specifically. There's a lot of different ways, but there's not a lot of you're in charge of this card and you're in charge of this card. The most that happened, I would say, was when we were designing the Wave 2, each of us was responsible for 1 or 2 of the Combiner teams.
That's cool.
And still, there was, it was very collaborative, but again, it was just sort of like a mini team lead of one person is in charge of this sort of overall vision for a team.
So when you guys are given all the combiners, does anyone just shoot their hand up I'll do aerial bots?
Oh yeah, we definitely have that thing. Yeah. And sometimes it's this is my pet thing. Sometimes it's just I have an idea for a theme that would work here.
So based off of that, I raise my hand, I want to do aerial bots. Does anyone after the table goes around, it's guys, does anyone want to do the last one? Does anyone just
Yeah, that definitely happens. Looks like I forgot my sideboard for this deck.
What do you need?
Give me a leap of faith.
I have that.
I don't think I don't want to know.
I have that.
I'm going to have to step out here. I believe I'm in this other interview over there.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
And I'll hopefully catch you up a little bit
check
later.
with him if I'm supposed to be in with you. Thank you very much, Joe. That's what happens.
Can I ask one I just thought of?
Deck check? Illegal deck?
Can I ask a question I just thought of?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm still here.
Welcome back, Scott.
Is he going to do it alone?
He's doing it alone.
Okay, good.
So I just thought of another question. So what kind of designates a common versus an uncommon versus a rare?
That's a very good question. So the commons have a C on them.
These are the hard-hitting questions.
I'm gonna ready for action.
There are a couple of
Move a damage.
there are a couple of
over
different
to
aspects of
top.
that. Part of it is complexity. We recognize that every
You can de-sleeve
single.
it.
Oh, I'm gonna leave it like this. I don't
Most important
lose
thing
yours
is
for now.
Every single.
Does it make you feel weird?
Product, even if, even
6.
3 years from now, when we're on wave 19 or whatever the math is on that.
Right.
Every
All right.
single product is somebody's first
Thank you,
product.
field communicator.
So we need to make sure that the cards that they see are.
Wait, I didn't get one?
And so,
Oh,
like,
okay.
a common card will be something that is going to be like really relatively simple to understand. Like it does one thing and then it's done. Right? You know, if it's a character, maybe it's like a bold. I'm bold and I have some stats, right? You know, if it's a card, maybe it's like a simple upgrade that gives a bonus and has a battle icon, and that's it. And so, and then the more complex and spicy ones, those are going to be uncommon or rare. There are.
It's definitely complexity the most.
Complexity is the most. Another thing is appropriateness for limited, or importance for limited. So, for example, when we were reprinting in Wave 2, we made sure that we had reprints of some of our double blue and double orange cards at common, because those cards make limited very exciting, right? They're just like a little more oomph to the flows, right? A little more like, oh, something exciting, something unexpected happened. So,
Magic players Jessica Rodriguez, Scott
if something is very important
and
for
Derek
limited, then
Davis.
we want it to be a
Your booster draft pod is ready to begin.
Also for limited,
Please report to the League Play Area banner. Once again, Magic players Jessica Rodriguez, Scott Sarford, and Derek Davis. Please report to the League Play Area banner for your booster draft pod.
also important for limited is if we have something that makes you build your deck differently, we want that to show up from time to time. So that might be uncommon or rare, where it's like, oh, all right, I want to build around this thing now, and it's not an every time around. It's just something special. We also want the rarer cards to be something that's very exciting to open. We want something that just makes your eyes pop. We want that to be rare because we want that to be like when it happens, it's like, oh, I got that. So there's a number of things there.
What, two?
One more?
Oh,
Very cool.
sorry.
There's Leap of Faith. Oh, you have another one.
I have two in deck, one in sideboard. So that's what it is.
7 attack.
So I'll take 5. It leaves me with 1 life left. Oh no, 2
No,
life.
put you at 10. For both of you, as a content creator, is there anything we should do more of or less of? Anything you want to see from us?
I think you guys are doing a great job overall. I have enjoyed the sort of roundtable discussions where you sit around and talk about the game. I like a mix of that with the gameplay stuff. I mean, frankly, you guys have a lot of just talking about the game as you're playing games.
Right.
For me personally, I love watching people go deep on their theories, their strategies, all that part. But
Trigger?
That's me. I think from a broader perspective, I think we like when you highlight decks that
triggers on
people,
the stacks,
might not be looking at. We were talking to somebody else about how Metroplex
Do you draw?
early on.
It doesn't happen until
not
this
taken seriously.
this
People thought it was
brainstorm
a
wave
terrible
is
deck.
done.
Oh, you're still doing
And then I
brainstorm.
believe it was Joe. You're the one who first took Metroplex to a 4-1.
Yep.
And we're like, yeah, see?
Missed it by like 1 damage.
Oh man, yeah, exactly. And so those sorts of things start making the community say,
True.
oh, this thing is real. But we definitely,
Does nothing but
shockingly,
I
on
can't
the
play it.
internet, people jump to conclusions.
Very quick,
And
yeah.
So-
and
I
it
play
turns
Leap of
out,
Faith, why can't you play
a
it?
lot of times they're not good. So
Oh no, I
We
can't.
try to
I thought it said
research
play
it.
only.
Still
I
play,
forgot
yeah.
it is, yeah.
say like, no,
You
no,
guys don't
really,
like doing that
this
play
thing is
only.
real.
There's not a lot
We
of-
This is
generally
what's going
don't,
on
yeah.
here. But some people have an inherent distrust of us. I understand why. Our motives are what they are, but people can make
Did
assumptions.
you get a card for Swoop?
But so
No, I'm
for
still
you guys, just call it
trying
like
to.
you see
I
it,
just finished
and
the
you
last
guys do
leap
a
of
pretty
faith,
good job of that.
right?
If you think something's
So now
great, say
we
it's great. If you think
completed that
something's
chain,
great,
and now the
say
triggers
it's
are going to happen.
great.
So it's
If you
going to be
think
this
we're
trigger,
awesome, tell us.
this
If you
trigger,
think
and
we're
this
screwing it
trigger.
up, tell
These
us.
are the 3 triggers. I'm trying to figure out what
And
order
be
I want
fun
to do
with it.
them.
You guys are doing great.
I'm going to
Very
do
complicated.
draw first. I'm going to do field communicator.
He's played every
Shenanigans.
action in the deck.
Now I have these 2. I'm going to go multi-tool. You don't have any. Then I'm going to do multi-mission gear. That to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He might actually kill Aimless this
And
time.
I still have an action to play this tournament.
Oh, lucky me.
Did not get it
I
though.
like how he's got a pyramid. Like,
Right.
going up.
No, that's probably the correct way to do it. So you follow
Yeah,
which
yeah.
which tree. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then for my last action, I will draw
Brainstorm.
5. So 1, 2.
Brian's gonna love watching this game.
Yes.
3, 4, 5.
So,
Right, so I have no more plays left.
What's something we're not doing that you would like for us to do?
So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I'm
11,
trying to
12,
distract Joe from the
Right.
From the incoming doom.
16. Just 16.
I personally don't know.
Just 60.
So,
Right.
full disclosure, this is one of my very
9.
first TCGs that I've jumped in fully into.
Okay.
So I don't know, what other games are doing or how it compares. So far everything's been great for me.
Awesome.
A lot of fun. Met a lot of really cool people. I couldn't ask for anything more.
Wonderful. I assume you're coming in as a Transformers fan?
Oh, yeah,
15,
yeah.
14, 13, 12, 11,
It
10.
was my entire
All
childhood.
right,
So.
we did it.
Which version of Transformers was your childhood?
So I remember the movie more vividly than anything else.
Okay.
So that's
Untap.
what really got me into it.
So you're an original.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
me
turn.
too.
Piece of tyranny.
I was deep
rid of
on
this guy.
the original
Good catch.
series, and then like Beast Wars happened when I was in college, so
Right.
it's like whatever.
All right, so we really want to
basically
deal with
stopped
that
media
guy, right?
consumption for a couple of
Right.
years. And so it's funny, like when I came here, and so when I started working on this, I thought I was a serious Transformers fan until I met this guy, and then whew, he goes deep.
I thought I was a serious Transformers fan until I met Brian, and then I was like, oh my god, my whole world has been blown.
So were you guys friends before this, or is it Transformers that brought you together?
Well, you knew Brian before this, right?
From another game, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I hadn't met Joe and Brian especially until.
Okay.
And they're actually what got me into it because I was watching their channel and I was following the Facebook group and I was like, oh, they're actually local to me. Why don't I go out and play? Because I thought I had no one to play with. And here, almost a year later, they kind of kidnapped me and they haven't let me leave yet.
We've been very happy with the concentration of the
and the
hot
Star Cars.
spots in New Jersey. That's
Yeah.
very cool.
I know. I am going
Yeah,
to.
I think we really love
make it a dummy card. You could,
Yeah, let's make a dummy card.
Yeah.
Just flip it over, and I'm
one of
gonna
the
say
challenges
it's.
we have is, like, the country is so big.
I'm gonna say it's
Like,
vandalized.
yeah, it's very easy to spread out. So
okay,
it's
that's
good
fine.
to
I'll
have
allow
these
it.
hotspots that can come to
And then
yourself.
for my action, I'm gonna vandalize.
Because if you just have like 6 people at your local store, and then
So
somebody
we've
has a
got
baby,
1,
and somebody
2,
else goes on
3.
vacation, it can kill you. Can you
Right.
So he's
yeah,
at 8
exactly.
right now. I'm not gonna attack with him. I'm going to do 2 damage. Wait. No, he's ranged on that side.
Oh, sir, you're
Melee
quick
on the
return,
other side.
excuse me?
Yeah.
You're fine. You're right. No, think about it. Think about it.
No, it's all good.
Please flip back over. I'm gonna get
All
help
right,
for that.
right. All right. I'll attack for 5, 6, 7 for 7.
6, 5, 4, 3.
So I think this is what Joe's running today.
Oh, nice. I'm going to spoil it for the world. Secret tech.
Hopefully we'll have a tech on this before this interview comes out. I think we have a video ready to
Three
go.
there.
All right.
Yeah.
Where I
And
thought
then
I had a
into
really good
them.
deck that I was going to play this weekend, and then Joe played this, and I was just like,
4, 5.
well,
Pierce
this deck
2.
is not as good as I thought I made it.
I blocked
What's
for
been
4,
your
so I
thoughts
take
about
2.
the metagame you've experienced
Yes.
today?
Very orange
No,
heavy.
3.
Very fast.
4, 5 attack.
Personally now, I just
Yeah,
like
but I
Lion
blocked
Miser
for,
a lot because
4.
that's just,
Oh, he
it's
said
just
it's
what
the
ran
Pierce
me
2,
over
right?
every time.
Yeah.
I thought it was on the 0 side.
Gotcha.
But I guess kind of what we expected, right? Very orange heavy, very orange focused. What the metal was like. I think
Trying to copy Origins. It was heavy orange on the preliminaries, and then heavy blue into the
Yeah, I
finals.
think that's pretty much what we practiced too, all leading up to it was very heavy orange.
And then it's just all mixed.
Yeah.
I was doing heavy blue, heavy orange.
Is it what you guys have expected the meta
Ready
so
for
far?
action?
We didn't go too deep on exactly what decks we expect to see. We're just very happy to see a pretty good diversity
Yeah.
of decks. I was happy to see, like, on day 1, a lot of major shockwaves in the
Yeah.
deck tables. That was exciting.
I think in the second half of day 1, I think an Ultra Magnus qualified, which was really cool to see.
Excellent. Yeah.
I believe so anyway.
And I got the.
How many cards do you have in there?
Do you know if the
Just the one?
Metroplex deck made it to the top 8?
I don't.
I'm sorry,
Did on day 2? Did the Metroplex deck make it?
I
think
don't
so.
know. There was a couple people running Metroplex. I
A
saw
couple
at least
people
3
on- yeah.
minimum.
There's a couple in day 1, session 1 too.
Yeah. I know Minosaur made it to the winning it.
Really?
He didn't make it there. He was he lost in the last
So,
round. So I was rooting for that.
9
Yeah.
with Thunder Connector?
Very close.
Just 9.
I think it was the only Minosaur too. The
8,
entire
7,
week.
6,
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah.
And there was somebody
Alright,
was rocking
nice.
4 white motorcycles.
I saw that. I saw you take a picture of it
Yeah,
yesterday. I was
yeah.
sitting there with him. That was really cool.
He said he was just always 2 points of damage away from
Yeah.
turning it around. So
That's how I felt my weekend went. So.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Uh-oh, we got to this point. That's what I get for forgetting my cards.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I blocked for 4, so I take 7.
To answer your other question, I like what you guys did with the swap parts explanation. The fact that you guys just didn't go, it's banned, goodbye.
right.
You said, yo, this is X, Y, and Z, why this happened. And
We believe a lot in transparency,
Absolutely.
and we believe that the community is better for we can't share everything obviously, but as
Agreed.
much as we can, it engenders trust and engenders confidence. So it's something that's definitely important for us.
Yeah, and like I said, this was my first TCG, but just listening to these guys and the communities they've been a part of other games, they say they're not this transparent at all. So it's probably refreshing. for
some
you
other
guys
games
to-
are just like I said, this is banned. Why? What
Yeah,
happened?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've played a lot of those games.
One of,
This has gotten really tough.
well, you need to be bold.
Do you have more questions, or can I just keep going?
I'm still waiting for a match response
okay.
to the content creator, but I
Oh,
think that's
I'm
pretty
sorry.
much it.
What was the question?
I'll wait to you're
Okay.
deep in thought when you're done that.
I'm gonna
We'll
draw
go.
5.
I'm just gonna casually draw 5.
Yeah.
I'll draw half the deck.
Yeah, Equipment Enthusiast gets pretty nuts. at
Love
times.
that
I'm
card.
pretty
Love that
sure
card.
Joe loves that card.
That was one of my favorite previews. Was in preview Equipment Enthusiast.
Can't remember, but I believe you.
It was just like I made a little scene. It's just like I love upgrades. Upgrades are the best. What if we made you an action that drew more upgrades, equal your upgrades, so you could have more upgrades on your
Right.
upgrades?
I'm gonna draw another 5.
I try to abuse that with Sunstorm and some specialists.
Oh yeah.
Just do it again.
Here you go. I was gonna say I'd use it here. Drew another 5.
I can never draw my equipment enthusiast like that. Amazing.
Well, when you
It's
trust
like, you need to get the first one. Once you get the first one, you're good.
Right, yeah.
Tag Hot Rod. Oh, I'm sorry, I flipped. I meant to flip. 7.
6, 5,
Or-
4, 3,
I'm sorry, 8.
7,
9.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, dead.
Alright. Untap.
So now, while I'm taking my turn, the question was, as a content creator, is there anything you guys want to see more from us or less from us?
Oh. Interesting. No, I think you guys do a really good job. Maybe. So I know that in this situation you're attacking Thunder Card.
Yeah.
In these situations, you want to kind of, because it's competitive, you want to kind of keep some of your deck information more private. But if there are any decks you want to talk about, it would be nice to talk a little bit more in depth about them to some of the newer players, right? And I think maybe even with words or text, like articles, just so that they can reference it at their own pace and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of people doing that exactly. I know Vector Center does it sometimes, and I know I've seen from you guys too, but a little bit more of that, I think, is the only thing. I think you guys do a great job, so.
I will also say your videos are better for entertainment.
Right,
but
I'm blocking
articles are
for
better
3.
information.
10 to 10.
Right.
And I'm a
10?
cranky old guy.
So I take
I
7?
want to get my from the newspaper, please.
It's a good. I think
There it
Brian's talked about
goes.
a bunch of trying to get
Some
more
people
articles
prefer
out there.
articles, some people prefer videos, some people prefer just audio.
I mean, certainly I watch your channel for the articles.
We had some damage on him, didn't we?
I don't think so.
Because I burnt for 2 and I attacked for, I think he had 5 on
He
him.
had 5 on him.
Wow, that's a lot to
On
forget.
to you.
Good thing I didn't. Then that 5, where was that? Oh, I must have scooped it up with hot rod or something. I don't know. Sorry about that.
No, it's all fine.
Over here cheating.
Oh well, doesn't help.
I really wish I got a brainstorm. Where are they? I have all these cards and no brainstorm. But I think we're gonna try to find it. So we'll go multi-mission gear into Leap of Faith. We'll take a grenade launcher. And that's not a brainstorm. Right, I still have an action.
All those cards in your hand,
I'm
and you
not
don't
gonna
have a
play that.
brainstorm.
Sir, it doesn't scrap yet?
Doesn't it say scrap the top card of your deck?
Sir,
and
that
then
scraps
play
now?
So many good cards. Where'd they? All right. Well, let's just try to get. No, that's not gonna work.
So pass me down, right?
Well,
I was the best
you
of
scrapped it, then you played it, right?
No, I'm not
No,
gonna
no.
play
Oh,
it.
you're not going to play it.
Don't put it back in the deck so quickly.
Oh, sorry.
That'll go back in.
All right.
There was a. I didn't see what it was. I just saw this and a blue pip, and it looked like a Leap into Battle to me. So it's like, why would you not play that?
12. Wait, 13. 13.
So I focus and I choose to scrap.
Okay.
Now I shuffle.
Yep.
Yep.
Clarification on that.
One down.
One down.
Yeah, that's a question. The wording you guys use on treasure hunt, fuel cache, and swarm. All 3 different things. One's reveal, one's flip, and one's scrap. Is that on purpose, or are you trying not to be universal with a... I think swarm is easiest, flip, and it just stays there.
Yeah, that I would say that Swarm and Treasure Hunt being different was just a product of it being the first set, and then Fuel Cache is more along the lines of what we think is appropriate.
So it'll be like reveal from now on, or...
I don't want to speak too much about what we're going to do in the future. The process of templating and trying to make sure that things are both clear, concise, and consistent is it's a sort of a continuous evolution, and we want you to be able to mentally shortcut what we're doing as much as possible, but we also want to make sure that the cards interact the way you think they should. One of the things one of our sort of rules is like we want you to.
What was your attack?
13.
We want your natural
10, 9,
instincts to be the
8,
correct way to play the card. And sometimes
Untap.
natural instincts on different cards will lead to different play patterns, and so then we have to make an evaluation of, is it better to have these cards play the same way,
where's my
or to
brainstorm
have these cards
set?
play the way that people naturally want to play
What
them?
happened to
And
them?
that is an evaluation that we're
I guess they got
constantly
scrapped
making
at points I didn't realize. Okay,
and trying
good
to make
game.
sure that various rules and interactions pop up the way we expect. So
That was a much more competitive game.
it's a continuous evolution, and we are always looking for sort of feedback from the community about which way you like it, which way they play better, and not necessarily feedback in terms of people talking to us as much as just watching you guys play with it.
Right.
Take whichever one of these you think is yours.
So you want me to swap in since I'm not doing this other one? Are you doing on time?
50. I mean, I would like to play a game with you, but since I got your interview questions in this interview, I don't need to record, but if you want to record, I'd be happy to do that.
I'm happy to play a game. Record if you want.
I
If you
don't want to interrupt with Drew also. He was technically first. He was the interview.
Oh,
Oh, all right. Well, he's
Here's another
busy.
interview.
So yeah, absolutely.
Play a different deck.
Yeah.
Grab that.
I love this guy.
Hot rod.
See? Why the see?
I'm gonna plug my
Oh,
other thing.
I-
This is a game that
that's
I was on last year. Axis Now is Zombies.
Aim it.
Right there. So there's a couple tables playing it over there. Have you ever played Axis Now?
No.
Are you familiar with it at all? It's basically like
that
World War
big,
II.
long war game.
Yeah, it's big. It's
Yeah.
like Imagine Risk, but like with all types of units, and it's World War II. We made a version where all of your units turn into zombies. You've got like zombies popping up all over the world.
That's awesome.
It's a ton of fun.
That's so cool.
So this one is a jankier deck.
I'll bring it. That's fine.
Perfect for the channel then.
All right. We're still recording?
Yeah. cards.
Yes, but I'm out of questions, so.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah,
I have some questions.
Yeah, we can just talk about whatever.
Okay.
So I know people ask you guys all the time what your favorite Transformer card is, but what's your favorite battle card?
Yeah.
Leap of Faith.
That was very quick and
That was
right off the
quick.
top. Yeah.
Well, my favorite battle card is Bigger They Are.
Thank you. I like that card also.
I think originally it gave Pierce 5.
Okay.
In my
good.
first design of it, it was Pierce 5, and the sole reason was to match up with Flame War, because I was playing too many games where I was like, my Flame War's not doing anything, and I was like, well, how about I just make it so she gets in for 5 damage every now and then.
How about she does something?
And then so I did that, and then I was like, 5's a lot. I'm gonna move it to 4. It's not so intended anymore, but
I like that thought process. Right? It's not doing anything, so why don't I
So
create
it's like
something that makes it do something?
Excellent. So this is the deck that the article was posted on Monday.
in my Flame War Nemesis, whatever early testing that.
Yeah, so I think the thing now is Flame War Nemesis Nameless, right? Because you're just flipping a ton of cards.
So
every
many,
time.
yeah. I think that's a really good deck, and I know a lot of people want to play Battlefield Legend with Flame War and Blue and stuff, but I think Nemesis can really go over the top of some of those slower decks because they'll get 13
Which, like, 1 or
attack
3?
and you're like, oh, wait a
3.
minute.
Yeah, 13 attack.
I will
in no
go
time.
first.
You'll cycle through your deck in probably like 3 turns.
You know, we did a lot of playtesting. We really like, for example, Blue Predacons, which we
Hook.
don't really see much.
Joe loves Blue
Blue
Predacons.
Predacons, we
so
love it. But
3 attack.
it would take so
One
long that
defense.
Nemesis would be like, my attack's just as big as yours, Predication.
Who made Devastator?
I did.
The whole thing, no, like, you got collaboration.
So, of course, I collaborated with my buddies here. However, it was kind of a weird situation where everybody was on vacation.
Perfect time to take vacation.
Weird,
for you, I
weird
guess.
situation. Oh, that's bad. My battery's running low.
Uh-oh.
So if we cut out, oh well.
All right.
I have no calendar,
Continue, it's fine.
I have questions written down.
But in case it cuts out,
So, yeah,
I want to thank you guys first. I've seen you guys walking around, talking with people, engaging with people, and randomly just playing games with them. And I think that's awesome.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, we're just
Happy to do it.
super excited for the opportunity. We love this fan base. You guys are great.
Thank you.
Could I
You
maybe
guys are
salvage
great.
this? Could I possibly salvage
So in the almost year, what's been the biggest surprise so far? It could be a good surprise too, obviously.
biggest surprise, huh? Well,
Will this work?
kind of 2 things. One, I thought more people would play mixed decks. But, you know, we're getting a lot of those this time.
Yeah.
And then as a kind of a good that was a negative surprise, but it's okay. It's okay, play how you want. Good surprise is that a lot of the times I feel like players end up finding what I believe to be possibly the best.
I gotta kill it.
Oh,
All right.